guys. I miss you so much. So I decided to come on today and read a story for you because I love reading stories. But I also wanted to show you guys what it's going to look like, or what I'm going to look like when we come back to school in September. All I know right now is that all teachers have to wear a mask every day, all day long. So when I wear a mask, I can't wear my glasses because they get all foggy and then I can't see. So I'm going to be coming to school in September with no glasses on, which you guys aren't really used to seeing. And I'm also going to have a mask on. So here's one of my masks. I got masks that are fun. This one has cats on it because you guys know I love my cat Jax. And when I'm in class, I'm going to have to cover my nose and my mouth. And the reason why we do this is so that any germs that I might have in me stay in me. So when I get to talk to you guys and walk around and read stories, all of my germs will stay in me. So when I put my mask on, I cover up my nose and I make sure my mouth's covered up. And then the mask just stays like this. So when we're in school together in September, this is how I will look. I want you guys to get used to seeing how I look so that when you come to school, you're not nervous or scared. When I wear the mask, it doesn't hurt me at all. I can breathe just fine. I can talk just fine. You just really can't see my lips move. Miss Brown will also be wearing a mask. In fact, all of the teachers in school will be wearing a mask. So we're going to get used to seeing what everybody looks like with a mask on their face. But again, I'm going to read our story today because that's what I came here to do. And I'm going to read it with my mask on so you guys can hear that you can still hear all my words. My story today is Pigsty by Mark Tigway. What's a pigsty? Have any of you ever heard of the expression, your room looks like a pigsty? What do you think that means? Monday afternoon, Wendell Fultz's mother told him to clean his room. It's turning into a pigsty, she said. So Wendell's room is turning into a pigsty. Wendell went upstairs. Much to his surprise, a large pig was sitting on his bed. That would certainly surprise me to find a big pig in my room. Pardon me, said Wendell. He shoved some toys into his closet, but the pig didn't seem to mind the mess, and Wendell found that he didn't mind the pig either. He decided to take a break. When Wendell shoved his toys in his closet, was he cleaning? He was not cleaning. He was just hiding all these toys. When Wendell's mother came to look at his room, the pig was hiding, but the mess was still there. She threw up her hands. Okay, Wendell, she said. If you want to live in a pigsty, that's up to you. She keeps saying he lives in a pigsty. What's a pigsty? Wendell could hardly believe his luck. Now I can live however I want. He didn't even worry when he came home on Tuesday and found a second pig in his room. The mess had grown a bit worse, but he was able to jam most of it under his bed. Pigs are all right, he said, as long as it's only one or two. When you shove things underneath your bed, are you cleaning? Nope, that's not cleaning. In fact, they had a wonderful time. They played Monopoly until late each night and left the pieces lying all over the floor. They had paper airplane wars and pillow fights, The bed became a trampoline. It looks like Wendell's having a lot of fun with those pigs. Then 2 more pigs showed up. The mess just grew and grew. So Wendell already had 2 pigs with him. 1, 2, and now 2 more came. So we're going to have 2 and 2. When we add together 2 and 2, how many pigs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's 4 pigs at Wendell's house. That night, when Wendell went to bed, the pigs were lying everywhere. They rolled up in his blanket and hogged his pillows too. Wendell told himself he didn't mind, but then he found hoof prints on his comic book. Pigs don't have feet like people do. They have hooves. And Friday, when he got home from school, he saw that someone had been sitting on his basketball. What happened on Wendell's basketball? That's right, it got squished because the pigs are fat. And his baseball cards were chewed up. I wouldn't be very happy about that. That does it, said Wendell. I've had enough. He ran downstairs to tell his mom. Do you think Wendell's mom is going to be able to help him? Sorry, she said, but your broom is your responsibility. And she handed him a broom. Wendell started to complain. The mess was too huge. But suddenly he remembered a saying he'd heard, that many hooves make light work. He marched upstairs and organized a cleaning crew. Do you think that it's easier to clean when more people help? I do. That's why I always ask you guys to help when we have a big mess to clean up. They swept and scoured, polished and scrubbed. Later that afternoon, Wendell inspected his room and pronounced it clean. In fact, it was a bit too clean from a pig's point of view. So while Wendell inspected, the pigs prepared to go home. One of them made a phone call, and a farm truck came to pick them up. They hugged and grunted and oinked. Goodbye. From that day on, Wendell kept his room clean. Except for those nights when his friends came by to play Monopoly. Were you able to figure out what a pigsty is? A pigsty is where pigs live. Pigs like things messy. They like to roll around in the mud, and they get their food all over the place. So when Wendell's room was a pigsty, it meant that his room was really messy. But once he cleaned it up, the pigs decided to go home because they only like to live where it's messy. So that's part of why we keep things clean. How would you feel if all these pigs moved into your house? Not very good. That's how I would feel. Thanks for reading along with me today, guys. I hope that you could still understand everything I was saying, even when I have this mask on my face. Because like I said, when we go back to school, I'm going to have to wear one of these every day, all day long. So I'm going to continue to come and read you stories this summer with my masks on so that you get used to it. And then when we come back in September, it'll be nice and easy. All right, guys, I will talk to you again soon. I miss you all. I hope you're being good. And I will see you in September.